Finally, my website is done. Now I only need some recordings of my playing to put on there. Do I really need a sound engineer for that?
Well, it depends. But if you need a high quality recording for a competition, an application, or your new website, you might be able to do it all by yourself. Here's how. In this video, we'll show you what kind of technology you really need to record yourself, with 3 scenarios. Improving the quick and easy recordings you do with your smartphone, using separate devices to record audio and video, and last but not least, we'll show you a more professional, elaborate approach to record yourself. You can choose the option that best fits your use case, and in the end, we'll compare the sound of the 3 options. This is the setup that you probably already use. The cameras of modern smartphones are pretty good, and with a little know-how you can achieve good results. But did you know that you can easily improve the sound quality of your smartphone with a dedicated smartphone microphone? Not only does it sound clearer, but because it's a stereo microphone, you also get a more realistic stereo picture. Have a listen. Okay, so this example isn't that impressive. We did some tests before where the difference was much bigger. Maybe newer smartphone microphones are catching up, who knows. Okay, what else do we need for our recording? Well, a tripod is very useful because you can place your phone very flexibly and securely. There are many different models. This one right here connects to a regular photo tripod and then clamps the phone in place. Also, a pair of good quality headphones is very useful to monitor the sound quality on location. Also remember to charge your phone and clear some memory before the shoot. Let's record with this equipment. For a good video perspective, make sure that all the relevant body parts are visible and the main light comes from the front. For the audio, we need to find a spot with an appropriate balance between the direct sound of the instrument and the reverberant room ambience. Choose a good video quality. 1080p should be sufficient, and place your smartphone at a distance of 1 to 3 meters from the instrument, depending on the room acoustics. Vary the distance and compare the sound impressions until you're satisfied. With only one device, we need to find a compromise between the best microphone position and the best camera position. The place where you get the best video is rarely exactly the same spot as the place where you get the best audio. So this leads us to... Here, for example, a frame was chosen where you can see the pianist's hand, but you get a more balanced sound placing the microphone to the right. This can be solved with a portable audio recorder. A portable recorder records audio through the built-in stereo microphone onto a storage medium like an SD card. Many models have other features as well. With some, you can connect external microphones. With others, you can use them as an audio interface when connecting them to a computer. Portable recorders by Zoom or Tascam cost between 100 and 500 euros, and you can get a good model for 100 to 250 euros. More expensive portable recorders give you more features, but the sound quality almost stays the same. Most portable recorders can be screwed onto an ordinary photo tripod, so we need a second one. Before we can start recording, we need to set the preamplification or gain. To do that, first we set a medium gain and then do a test recording of the loudest part of the piece. Listen back to the recording. Can you hear any distortion at the highest peaks? Or is the recording too quiet and noisy? Distortion is what happens when the gain is too high. If I turn down the gain completely, then the recording will be quiet and noisy. Distortions are much more unpleasant than quiet noise, so we should try to set our gain conservatively. If in doubt, set it to a slightly lower value to make sure that no distortions occur. A good rule of thumb is to have 6 to 10 dB of headroom for the loudest part of your recording. A quick way to set the gain: bring a friend to help with your recording. While you play the loudest part of your repertoire, your friend monitors the level meters on your recording device and sets the appropriate gain. When recording audio and video with two separate devices, we'll have to synchronize audio and video in post-production. This is easy to do in programs such as the free DaVinci Resolve. To make this synchronization easier, start the recording on both devices and clap once. You can use this signal in your video editing program to match audio and video. Another tip: allow enough time before and after playing and stay in your playing position for a few seconds so that the beginning and the end of the video look professional. If you want to get deep into the recording game, professional microphones are the way to go. You can either use them with portable recorders with XLR connectors, or use an audio interface and a computer with the digital audio workstation. You can achieve a better sound quality, and most importantly, you gain a lot of flexibility with choosing your microphones, their placement, and audio post-processing. A good place to start your professional recording exploration is with two small diaphragm condenser microphones. They are the most common type of microphones used in classical recording. Furthermore, you'll need a mic stand with a stereo bar, two XLR cables, 10 to 15 meters, and a recorder or an audio interface with a computer. The audio interface or the portable recorder should have at least 2 XLR inputs. Overall, we're talking about an investment of about 500 euros as a starting point. A nice starting point for your two microphones is this setup. It's called ORTF, which is short for the French public broadcast that developed this technique. The microphone capsules are 17 centimeters apart and are at an angle of 110 degrees to each other. You place this microphone setup in front of the instrument or ensemble. Often a placement above head height works really well, but experiment with different heights and distances. Also make sure that you're positioned on the mid-axis of this setup for a balanced stereo image. The gain needs to be adjusted for this setup as well. Again, 6 to 10 dBs of headroom for the loudest part should be your target. Make sure that the gain for both microphones is the same. Let's summarize. Recording with a smartphone is the easiest to handle and the cheapest to implement, but with only a small investment for a separate microphone for your phone, you can achieve much better results. If you pay attention to the placement and the room, sufficiently good recordings are possible. Portable recorders make it possible to significantly improve the audio quality with an investment of about 250 euros, simply by allowing you to individually place the camera and the microphone. To improve the sound quality even a little more, a professional setup can be put together for around 500 euros. The wide variety of options might make the start seem a bit daunting, but with two microphones in an ORTF configuration, you can start chasing a professional sound right away. In all scenarios, the room, the placement of the mics, and the music are the most important things to create a good sounding recording. Finally, let's hear a comparison of the three recording methods. As you can hear, the recording with the smartphone sounds decent, but just separating the positions for camera and microphone gives this big boost in quality. Spending a little more money on the condenser microphones gives you this little nudge towards a real professional recording. Go back yourself to hear the differences again. Have fun recording, and thank you so much for watching.